Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to Chantel Divine Tarot. This is going to be a reading about a spiritual awakening. So if some of you guys are going through a spiritual awakening, I'm going to pull some cards from some special decks that I have that I'm going to talk about in a second. But yes, this is going to be about your awakening and your ascensions and how God has been working on some of us, if not all of us, to step into our spirituality and unlock certain thoughts and things that we need to accept, far as like childhood traumas and how to heal ourselves within, how to love ourselves and all of that. I started my spiritual awakening about 3 years ago, and even before that I feel like God was trying to wake me up, but I kept getting sidetracked by the physical, which is the 3D, instead of staying in the spiritual and understanding what he was trying to get me to do within the 5D, you know, and bringing that into the physical, which is the 3D. Just standing firm in my faith and my beliefs and understanding things and letting him unlock things within my mind so that I could be a better vessel for the people and to lead our people in the right direction with things. Okay, so this is just gonna be like I'm gonna pull a few cards from, okay, I have the Soul's Journey cards, which is that first deck right here, the purple, and then I have my Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle cards. So this is the first deck, and then the second ones that you see, which is the blue, is this. And then the last deck that you see right here is my Power of Surrender. So I feel like those 3 decks was pretty important, and it'll help assist in the message for your spiritual journey here that you guys are embarking on. So let's see what messages God has for us. Alright, so we're going to start with the Soul's Journey. So let's see what message does our soul have to say about our spiritual awakening. What messages will help us on this journey of awakening, you know. What the Creator, your guardian angels, my guardian angels, what messages do you have for us, my viewers and me, for our spiritual awakening? What message? Okay. And I think I'm going to pull 2 cards each. Okay, 2. Got our 2 cards. Alright. So, the first card is humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So I feel like with this spiritual awakening, some of you guys are like embracing the positivity, the childlike, humorous flow of happiness kind of approach with it. You're trying to balance like good thoughts from like the negativity and like what you see when you walk outside. You try to find the higher vibration in things instead of like always approaching things how you see it, even if it's like from a negative point of view. You try to change it around and find the good in it so that you can express your feelings and words in like the right way. Yeah, that was a good explanation, Spirit. Thank you. So yeah, humor don't necessarily mean jokes because you're taking it serious. You know that it's a serious journey, you know, for yourself, for whoever you're connecting with, just the whole nine. Is mainly with yourself, within, self-love, all of that. But you're finding the humor in everything. And it's funny that the next card that came out was fear. So some of you guys may have been fearing this spiritual journey at first, but now it's like you're finding the humor in it. You're finding the positivity, the gratitude, the abundance, just all the positive aspects of like waking up and knowing that you're a spiritual being and that you should be spreading peace, love, and light to everyone around you. So let's read what fear says. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. You know, I just kind of said that. You know, you're eliminating fear and you're changing that energy into like love and positivity, and you're seeing the positivity and like awakening and knowing what things aren't serving you in the way that it should, or old traditional ways of thinking about relationships or saving and finances and things of that nature. You're like cherishing all of the things that you thought you knew about. It's like you knew about it from an ego point. And that's the same thing I had to realize about myself. It's like my career is amazing. Like I used to have models. I used to have a lot of clothing people that I used to do things for, and just in general, and I still do. But when you operate from an ego point, it's like when you step into your spiritual side, your whole thought process and approach with things changes, because you have to rebuild yourself on the spiritual plane versus like what you were used to, which was like your ego and being materialistic and too physical bound with things. You know, with your spirituality, you're more logical, you're more gratitude and abundance, and you're conquering things and knowing that your blessings come from God and not from man, even though that's who we seek to maybe buy our products or shop with us with certain things, or you know, things like that. Sometimes we look for confirmation from people when really God is the person. So yes, he has helped us to look at the lighter side of situations with the humor card, and with the fear card, we're turning that fear and testing the fear first, and understanding it, and then you resolving it to live in the energy of love. Okay, so that was a good message. Let's see what the next deck. This is my Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. I haven't used these cards in a while, so let's see what messages the Creator has for us. I'm going to pull probably, I want to say 2, but I'm thinking 1. Let's just see. Okay. The Creator, your guardian angels, my guardian angels. What message do you have for our spiritual awakening / journey? What message do you have? Oh Lord. So let me adjust this real quick. Alright, so the card that came out is Universal Love. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. So when you spread love, when you be positive, when you know what it is that you desire, and you put that frequency out into the world, you send that vibration to other people as well, in the midst of it being received by the person that you're trying to get it to, and they send it back. You know, I wonder sometimes if, like, you send positive vibrations out, and depending on how it has to travel, will it be affected by other people's energy as it's traveling through the frequencies? But since love is so strong and it overpowers evil, and we have to know and believe that, because if we had more universal love, we will be able to conquer the evil frequencies that try to travel and manipulate our thoughts and minds and spirits into thinking that we don't deserve love, that we're not deserving of it, you know. So we have to keep that frequency high, that energy high, you know, within the whole planet. And that means, like, when you engage in people and talking to people, you have to have that abundance, that happiness, that light weight of love to offer people, because that's what God wants us to do. He don't want us out here all negative and being mean to people and not understanding. So this here is something that's very important with your spiritual journey and your awakening. You have to understand that universal love is powerful. So you have to be positive and keep your energy above a half. I say keep it full all the time, but you can't lower your vibrations and let other people's energy affect you. Your job is to raise your vibrations, raise other people's vibrations as well. Be positive. Even if the person trying to cuss you out, you know, you be like, you know what, you have a wonderful day, I'm gonna pray for you, and eventually it's gonna click into them that they was being a jerk off, and that they should have been operating off love and positivity and that universal flow of love, right? You know, this spiritual journey is not easy. You know, it's really not. And I'm going to pull 2 cards from the Power of Surrender deck, okay? This journey isn't easy. And I'm not saying that it's easy sneezy to be nice to, like, asshole people, because it's people that we may feel like don't deserve our niceness, you know, but that's not how God wants us to operate, and we just have to face that. We can't be sitting up here being evil. No, we can't. You have to find your balance within yourself, love yourself, and other people's actions and responses won't affect you as hard if you do it that way. Okay. Welcome to Creator, my guardian angels, your guardian angels. What message from the Power of Surrender do you have for us for our spiritual awakening / journey? What message do you have? You just need 2 cards here. What message do you have for our awakening / our spiritual journey? 2 cards. 2 cards. Just 2 cards. 2 cards, Creator. 2 cards. Just need 2 cards. 2 cards. 2 cards. Just 2, Creator. You just want 2. Okay, that's 1. Oh my goodness. Wait till y'all see that card. God is amazing. I'm telling y'all, we need to raise our love frequencies. We need to be more loving and caring to the universe, period. That is what this spiritual journey is all about. Raising that vibration of love, showing how love is really supposed to be. It doesn't matter what you was trained to think. Oh, I'm not supposed to date this person. I'm not supposed to, oh, they too, I'm regular and they may be uppity, you know. Yes. Okay. So that first card was surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So on this journey, allow people to help you if they're offering their support and their love on this tough journey, because this is not an easy experience, you know, especially if you have people that are going through the same exact thing that you're going through. Be open to their love and support. It's not easy for them as well to express the fact that they're going through an awakening too, having to face childhood traumas and daddy issues, mommy issues, sibling issues, being molested, being touched on, or anything of that nature, being beat, anything, you know. You have to surrender to support and love, because these people are sent from God to help you grow and learn and understand and heal. Most importantly, you know, you have to heal yourself within and accept the things that happen to you and know that you are greater and better than those things, and know that God is trying to get you to heal those things so that you can move forward in life and help another person that may be going through the same thing, and you can be a support system for them and a testimony for them to overcome what they are going through, you know. And then the second card was surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. You know, so it just piggybacks off that love and support. Don't resent anybody who's hurt you in the past, who you feel may not have been deserving of your love, of your support. We know that all of our love and gifts comes from the Creator. We shouldn't look for man or, you know, any physical being to give back what we've given out. God wants us to be that vessel for His people. He wants us to work together as brothers and sisters through Christ and make light in the bad that's going on in the world and come together and fix it with love. Not holding resentment against anyone, not being open about how you feel about things. You know, don't resent someone. Talk to them. Open your heart. Be an adult. And talk about it, you know. Ashe. So, guys, that was a good message. I thought to do it right after the weekend reading, so I'll probably be posting this probably Monday, or maybe I might post it tonight. I don't know. But yes, guys, this spiritual journey and awakening is very hard for a lot of us, but I feel like if you keep walking by faith and not by sight, God is sending people in your life to help you in the most mysterious but abundant way. So embrace those people, love those people, cherish those people. You're also connecting with a twin flame or a soulmate that is a part of your awakening as well, and you guys are reflecting each other, mirroring each other for change to better both of you guys' self to your higher self in the most highest level of love, so that you can show how love is supposed supposed to be in the world and change the old traditional ways of thinking and living to the way that God wants us to be on a day-to-day basis. Okay, guys? So that was the spiritual journey reading for you guys. I'm going to drop it real soon. Peace and blessings to everyone. This journey is not easy, but it's far from hard when you have God on your side and you have your faith. Okay, so stay positive. All of the personal reading info is in the description box if you want to if you want to book a personal reading with me. Peace and blessings to you all.